All of the normal romance movies that I've seen when it comes to edgy adventures, other different kinds of tags that along with romance, and I still think in basically my intertwined, basically just seeing this anime is just beautiful. It really actually is. Dangerous in my heart, dangerous in my heart. I remember when it first came. I remember when it first came out. A lot of people loved that anime so much. I seen just such a huge explosion just basic for this anime. It just really actually is. And excuse me, and just to see it really actually is. I want to personally want to say here is that based off this episode 3 of Dangers in My Heart, I kind of like the fact that they're not rushing into the basic of the relationship basic going on. I want to be a little negative for some of that because this is something that I don't see that really too often basic into it. And because I'm used to basic of normal just other different animes where the girl likes the MC and basically the other girl likes the MC, or basically the guy likes her, or the guy doesn't like her, or anything like that when it comes to other different series. But one thing I want to say here is basically is that, and I mean no disrespect. I mean no disrespect to anything when in regards based off this anime. I kind of feel bad for the MC because the reason why I do that, the reason why I do, is because he has a low self-esteem, and you could just see him just basically just doing his own thing. He wants to write a book, so yeah, about his thoughts and feelings based off of other things that basically that he likes and basically and stuff. And one thing I want to point out is that he seems like he's a really nice kid. He seems like he really actually is, and I can tell he's shy. He doesn't know how to interact with someone or anything like that. And one thing I liked about him is that he has a strong will, and I think that bodes him really well. And I think that basically is basically to give him the gift of will, and the gift of will is basically just something. It's just something that basically to me, what it feels to me, it basically is that it really just teaches you like basically like what's going on behind the scenes when you have a friend or whoever it is. Maybe it's your classmate or your sister or your mom or dad, whoever it is, and stuff like that. And basically have the gift of the gift of will. It just shows that how much he appreciates for Yama and stuff. And one thing I want to say here is also well too, it basically that he's not a normal typical boy that you just basically just see like every single day basically when it comes into an anime or just basically going to school or college or anything like that. But what I like about his character is really that he doesn't really poke his nose into business really all that much. But even though he does love Yana really a lot, and he wants to be with her, he wants to have a relationship with her, and that's basically what he definitely do like. But one thing I really do like about this anime is that the way it's gone, and I'm hoping to see this pace that it's really going to go. Not so fast, but kind of like a steady going flow based of the relationship, but basically from what I see right here. And especially with Yana, which just basically to me is that, basically to me is that, and from what I see from what I see from her, she does like the MC character really a lot, and she definitely does. Means that, which pretty much it means is that it tells me this is this is her thing. This is what she really wants to do. Does she wants to really it just basically say, I want to be with the MC. I really do. But I don't think she's not really ignoring the MC. Maybe she's waiting for him to show up and make some kind of a confession. That could we can really can see basically going on based on this episode. I'm hoping it doesn't really go rushed way too much. I really am hoping that really doesn't. I'm hoping that it's just really just like I said, I do like the steady pace is going, not so fast, not so slow. I want to see a steady pace. That's something that I really want to see, and I really want to see it. But one thing I've also want to see here is and basically, and I basically want to take that back. But I want people just to really just to understand to basically really understand romance animals can become complex or complicated when it comes to other different animals, whatever the categories that they're basically going in and stuff like that. Even though basically edgy and romance are pretty much one of my favorite ones, because I love the romance. The reason I like those both so much, it shows something really broad and a lot of different things basically going on into the anime, and that's something I really appreciate really a lot. And the reason why I like that really a lot because it shows a much of a broader scope Brosco, when it comes to the fleshes of the character of the MC and basically fall in love with the girl that he really wants. Now take that for the aspects based of Isekai, whatever you want to call him, or no, Issei, excuse me, Issei from High School DxD. One thing I want to say something about Issei is basically, Issei is basically that he always wants that dream to meet the girl that he really loves, that where he really wants to do whatever he can. But even though he proved himself by going out with what I would say the ultimate waifu based in High School DxD, or is it the most prettiest girl based out there in ecchi anime based out there is basically Rias. Rias is pretty much basically everyone's favorite. Everyone really loves Rias. I like Rias. I definitely do like her. She's not really one of my favorites, but one person want to say here is that it shows the romance, it shows the fan service, but it doesn't really imply basically just putting Issei and Rias basically together. But what it means is basically that but it basically means that they're growing their relationship into much bigger things, something that I'd like to see. I'd like to see basically from there. I think it shows a great good connection into the anime. You could just tell Rias like she's into Issei. She really actually is. She doesn't want to let him go because she sees a gift that was based inside of him. Just like Issei. Issei basically done some things that were impossible where he couldn't do. And I like the fact that he doesn't want to give up on a dream that a pretty girl like her and just say like I want to go out with her, and that's all he really wants. And the reason I'm using that as a reference is that I want people just to remember that is a romance uh, anime. I would definitely say it is to me in my own view. It's really good. Despite of the fan services and stuff, I enjoy it. Yes, I enjoy it, but I like that. I like the anime really a lot because it really does show it's based off that. But when it comes to basically this anime, Dangerous in My Heart, and the reason why this anime is basically because it's called that Dangerous in My Heart, which pretty much basically means that he's guarding his heart because he doesn't want to get hurt. Maybe he had a bad relationship with somebody probably a long time ago, and that pretty much may be the case. Maybe the case, but even though I'm just theory guessing, that's just all I basically see. But I want, I said many times before, I don't want to see a rush pace or a slow pace. I want to see a steady pace, But I don't want to see them going on a date, just like that. I wouldn't mind later on into anime. I don't mind that. But when it comes to into early episodes, like 1 through 5, I would say basically that's too early. But I would say 6 or 7. That's something I really would love to basically see. Basically see. But I think it is a good anime. It's a very good anime, and I think it really presents itself really a lot, and I really do like that really a lot, and I'm thankful just based off that. So yeah, anyway, so that's overall my thoughts based on of this anime. I love it. I think it's really beautiful. I think it's good. I think it's just absolutely just such a great representation when it comes to other different animes that competes to other different animes. And I think this is the anime that's really just shows the broad of the structure of basically what I see in this anime between the main protagonist and the female protagonist basically actually is. But I want to see more spunk into the MC instead of just being afraid and stuff like that. But like I said before, I mean don't mean to be disrespectful or anything towards any way. He just has a low self-esteem, and I think some people do have that. They do have that because it's just basically of the fear of anxiety and fear to be rejected. It happens to all of us. It really does. Even though with my girlfriend, basically, Alice, I never thought what I would basically have today, basically to go out with her. I mean, and then I feel like she starts looking at me and just like wonder like what is he doing and stuff like that. And then she starts kind of like falling in love and stuff like that. And basically, I never did think I would never would basically would happen. I never would think I would never would basically get married. I've always said like I'm never going to get married because I'm never going to have that chance. Never had that chance, because I would never will. But the reason I'm just saying it is stuff like that. I do compare myself to the MC, but I'm not shy or anything like that. But sometimes I do have low self-esteem because I just never had that experience basically in my life. I never had that, and I was going to be like the only child in the world, basically never getting married, and stuff like that. So yeah. I definitely do basically love this anime. I definitely do think it's really actually beautiful, really actually good, and I like the tropes and stuff too based on this anime. So yeah, it was. That's the end of my review. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys like this episode? Do you guys like it? You guys don't? Do you guys don't like it? I love to hear what you guys have to say. So yeah, anyways, for something else, anyways, I'll see you guys there. Take care. Hope you have for today. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Doesn't matter to me. And please leave me comments below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you have for today. Take care. God bless. Memory. So I love you guys. Please stay. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.